Welcome to the Focus Daily Show. Today is 227. That's a joke I got off of Facebook, and people been texting it to me. Welcome to the Focus Daily, where we bring you the daily news, daily reports about what's going on in the news, trending topics, and things of that nature. We got a bunch of interesting topics for you today that we'll discuss. I'm gonna put the link in the group chat if you want to come on in and talk about it. You're welcome to join the show and talk about it. Let me put this link up right quick. There you go. You got the link. All right. First thing we're gonna talk about is the blizzard. The blizzard brings 6 feet of snow in parts of California as state braces for more winter storms. So we have an unusual weather here in California right now. I know up here they say it's snowing in the Napa Valley. They closed down the Grapevine in Southern Cali. So this weather is unusual. I think the last time they said it was like this was 1989. But Californians will make it through this. We'll be all right. We'll survive. What's your take on it? Y'all got any storm stories? Oh well, you don't. Too bad. Let's move on to the next story. Next story, and by the way, I got this from CBS News. Fair use. Next story we're gonna talk about is Mr. Mark Wahlberg. Mr. Mark Wahlberg is a Caucasian actor who's on record having used the N-word before, and now he's under fire again. He's under fire because he presented a Screen Actor Guild Award to a show called Everything Everywhere. I never heard of this show. I don't know what it's about. I don't know where you can find it, but apparently it's a cast, all Asian cast, and people thought it was ironic that Mark Wahlberg was the one to give the award out, being that he was accused, or he was on record. He went to jail. He has a jail record for beating up a Vietnamese in his teen years. So let me bring on my co-host first, and then we'll get into it. How's it going, Mr. Walk? How you doing today?
What up? What up? What up? All good. What's poppin'?
Chilling. Just covering the topics today. We're talking about Mr. Wahlberg. Have you heard about what's going on with him?
Nope.
All right. Well, he was giving out an award at the Screen Actor Guild Awards this weekend, I believe it was, to a cast, the all Asian cast of a show called Everything Everywhere. Never heard of it. Don't know where it's from or nothing like that. But Mark Wahlberg, in his teen years, was convicted of a hate crime of sorts for beating up an Asian or Vietnamese person, and it's on his police report. So let's see what some people had to say about it in their tweets. People were tweeting about it. We have a tweet from Jeff Yang. I believe that's an Asian actor. He said it must have been quite a shock for Mark Wahlberg to witness a group of Asians beating white people. Okay. And then we got Bonnie Sternberg. I gotta say, having Mark Wahlberg, who literally went to jail as a teen for committing hate crimes against a Vietnamese man, present an award to a cast of Everything Everywhere all at once was certainly a choice.
I
Now,
don't get it. What's the big deal? Like Mark Wahlberg is our age, so he what's that? 1990, 91. This happened 30 years ago.
hey, well, I think they say if you was convicted of hating Asian people, you must still hate them. So you know that I believe that America, in a sense, is unforgiving as far as the cancel culture goes. So it looked like they want to continue to make him pay in the same manner that they want to continue to make Chris Brown pay for his actions.
Didn't even respond to.
Huh? Would you?
He shouldn't even respond.
He
I
shouldn't
wouldn't even
respond.
respond if I was him. I'd be like, I was
Yeah,
16. I was
16.
16.
Well, it can go off as a note to the young people who watching the show. The things that you do as a teen can and will haunt you. Any opportunity that somebody can use it against you, they likely will. I know they don't care how old you was. Just like the same case with Jerry Jones, he could say I was 16, I was 13. It don't matter. You was standing there and you was in cahoots. So it depends on who you are, what's the power that's going against you. If you did something that was against a certain group, particularly a certain group, you'll never live it down.
They didn't
That's
mess with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jerry Jones didn't lose nothing.
yeah, but it's the same story. They're gonna come after you. They don't
Nah,
care about your age.
ain't nothing gonna happen. Wahlberg.
Yep. So we'll keep you updated on how this story plays out, and we'll see if he does respond. I haven't. If he does respond, I haven't seen any response to it. Yep, Marky Mark. So hey, also I want to just shout out the Black Expo here in Sacramento. It was a great event. I went up there Saturday, walked around, seen a whole lot of vendors that I knew from back in my days when I was selling my bean pies. I seen a lot of vendors that I knew, bought some food, bought some good food, I bought that the Rick Ross book, A Perfect Time to Be a Boss. So I'm gonna read that and check that out. That was from the Underground Books. If you're here in Sacramento, stop by the Underground Books and get you a book. Support a black business. What you got going? What you had going this weekend, Walt?
Shit, man, nothing much. Just stayed home. It was cold as hell.
Okay,
Stayed in, stayed dry. I
okay,
ain't do nothing. I was
cool.
gonna go out, chilling in yeah,
Okay,
I didn't do much.
cool, cool.
Hmm.
Well, for all y'all that didn't know, it was Savior's Day weekend this past weekend for the Muslims in the Nation of Islam. They celebrated Savior's Day, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan spoke yesterday, gave the keynote address. So we're looking forward to all of the members of the Nation of Islam to return home safely. I hope y'all had a wonderful time out there. And you can
Word
watch
up.
the rebroadcast. I know they put it on Rumble. I think it's on Rumble, so you can check out the whole speech on Rumble or go to noi.org. Yep.
Well, in other news, we had that boxing match that went down this weekend with Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, which is Tyson Fury's little brother. He the youngest brother. And
Okay.
Jake Paul took that first L. He got his ass whooped.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, is the boxing experiment over for the YouTuber?
Hey, Jake Paul. Okay. So he got
Yeah.
his ass whooped.
He didn't get knocked out. It was an all right fight. You could tell they both was kind of amateurish. But
Yeah.
yeah, he lost that.
Okay. Just like
Hmm.
that. That's cool. So as you know, the news is still on Jimmy Carter watch. They're just sitting around because he's on hospice. So somebody sitting around to see who's going to be the first one to break the news of his passing. But according to his family members, he still has life in him. So we'll keep you posted. Then I guess this is as close as we're going to get to black folks, white politics tonight. The Department of Energy has concluded that the coronavirus was caused by that leak in Wuhan, as others suspected. Then the conspiracy theorists are demanding an apology because they said, we told y'all. I did not tell you. I thought I told you." So they putting it out there, and they want an apology from everybody that called them kooks or said they was fabricating that story. and they have many speculations, but the Department of Energy's conclusion is in line with the FBI conclusion. So they both agree or both traced it back to Wuhan, and they said it wasn't. It appears to be unintentional. It wasn't an intentional leak. It was unintentional.
Now, see, I don't buy that part.
Oh yeah,
That's the part.
you think
Yeah,
the Chinese intentionally leaked it?
yeah,
What
yeah.
would be the benefit to China?
See what it do. See, you see what happens.
So release it to your people first,
Yeah.
and then just let it go and spread around the world.
For one, China got too many people, and they know it.
Okay.
It's people disappearing in China all the time, and they selling their organs. This stuff goes down. And I think they trying to cut them numbers.
Hmm.
They got how many people? Like a billion people over there.
I believe it's 1.1 billion.
It's too many people.
Yeah.
It's too many people.
You don't
Yeah.
think, you don't think it's enough that they regulate how many children you can have and the benefit? I'm not sure exactly how it's run, but I know the labor is cheap out there because there's so many people.
Slave camps, not slave camp, but like slave labor
Yeah.
camps.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, of course they did, just like how America did with the and a number of other diseases. Just test them out, see what really happens. You can't test something like let's say you got a person locked in the basement. You got to put him out there, even if he got it. You got to put him out there in the wild so you can see what really happens.
Okay.
Like I think that's what happened. It was just another disease. They put it out there to see how many people go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it came over here into every other country in the world. So
Okay.
you know, yeah.
Just like that. So I mean, since you feel that way about the COVID, where you think monkeypox come from?
I don't really know too much about that. I haven't heard too much about monkeypox.
Okay.
I mean, it's man made.
Yeah.
They putting shit out there. They trying to get like there's a lot of billionaires. Like Bill Gates is one of them.
Yeah.
That feels like the planet is getting kind of overpopulated.
Okay.
Trying to regulate these numbers.
And so straight murder is the best way to do it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Like,
like
see, the thing is, like, they look at us like if you're not rich or super rich and just a normal working underclass, you're not important. Your life don't matter. Let's say the planet was gonna blow up. You
Yeah.
think they'll come pick us up? Like, okay, we about to go to this other planet over here. You think they stopping at my house? Like, all right, Jason, we got a spot for you on the on a spaceship. So, come on, man.
I don't think so. That's
I
not
don't know.
that's not gonna happen.
Right.
So in other news, we got this guy right here, the writer or the cartoonist for Dilbert. He went
Mm-hmm.
on a rant on I'm assuming it was his YouTube or some Twitter or somewhere, and he said that white people need to get the hell away from black people as soon as possible. Yes. He has not apologized for his remarks. He hasn't backed down from his remarks. He said what he did say was, I haven't heard a rejection of my statement yet, in the sense of somebody who was in disagreement.
He ain't gonna get away from me. He ain't gonna get a disagreement from me either.
Oh yeah, what do you mean by that, Mr. Walk?
I mean, that's how he feel. He's saying what's on his mind that a lot of white folks already thinking. Come on, man.
Okay.
That's why I know who's saying something. I mean, how do you feel about it?
I mean, when you tell white people to get away from black people, it's kind of insensitive and disrespectful because it makes us appear to be like we just a bunch of savages that's just waiting to hurt white people when that is in fact not the truth at all. Because his reasoning was because some I think somebody asked a question or a poll was taken where it said, is it okay to be white or something like that? And 53% of the black people asked that question said no. So he said if over 53, if over 50% of black people don't think it's okay to be white, then we got a problem. And that was the whole point of what he said and the reason he said it. And that's why he said if they feel that way, he said he called black people a hate group. They basically he said basically if they feel that way, they're a hate group.
He
So that
just
was
getting old. And see, that's one of them old white people who probably been racist his whole life, masquerading. And now, when you get a little older, stuff just start to fly out.
yeah,
You start caring less and less. And, man, that's how he been feeling. But he don't have nothing to back that.
yeah.
If anything, we've been getting terrorized by white folks since we've been here. Like,
Okay.
we need to get the hell away from white folks.
So with that being said, do you feel that the newspapers that are canceling Dilbert or removing it from their newspaper, or are they correct or are they wrong for doing that?
I would think so. I would think so because it's really it's your prerogative. It's your like he said some stuff that was kind of over the line.
So
He
you said,
didn't outwardly say the N word and probably what he really wanted to say, but it's over the line, especially if you got a public Dilbert. I've been seeing this stupid comic strips my whole life. I remember. I don't even know how I know who Dilbert is, but they never been funny. But he's a Fisher. I've been seeing him in the comics, and I think didn't they try to make a movie with this Dilbert or something?
I don't remember a movie. I don't
I think
remember.
I think they tried because wasn't it a cartoon or
Yeah,
something?
it's a cartoon in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And so they said Elon Musk defends Dilbert creator Scott Adams. So he's in defense of him. I
Yeah.
didn't get into what he said, but I know he tweeted support for the guy. And then I want to play this clip real quick. It was kind of funny. Let me see if you can hear it. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna hear it, but I put the closed caption in there so you can read it. But it was funny. Can you hear it?
No.
All right. So let me what he said was Don Lemon said there are many times when people make a statement and they don't mean it don't sound like what they meant to say. And there was a trip because just last week he had his situation where he said what he said.
Yeah, he got his butt spanked. I'm surprised they still got him on the show.
Yeah. And if you watch the body language of Poppy Harlow, that's the one on the in the purple sweater, how she looking at him while he talking like, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black? Watch how she looking at him. Like this motherfucker. How is he still here? Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, like, it's hard for me to fake around white folks, man. I don't be faking around them. I don't fake around them.
What do you
I,
mean? Why do you have to fake around him?
some people do, like Don Lemon. He's faking, and that was finally coming out. Who he just expressed who he really is. He's a chauvinist homo. A
Okay.
chauvinist homo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How and they came out and they got on him. Now every chance he get, the white women on there, they're gonna try to beat him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Every chance they still want their get back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's why when I'm at with the jobs I done had, but man, I know that's why I'm very perceptive.
Yeah.
White folks come with their little slick shit, I catch it every time, and I'm gonna say something like, "What you mean by that?" But I know how to joke and clown, but it's like, what you mean by that? Like, I catch everything, those slick shit. Because for one, a lot of times they think they smarter than you just because you black.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
you're there.
I hear you. I know. Again with Don Lemons, I believe we reported on it last week about him when he came back to the show. The
Uh,
show seeing double-digit rise in the number of viewers. Everybody, I guess they want to see what happens with his return, but he's back on the show.
oh wow,
Yep.
got his spanking. He got his whoopee spanking.
Yeah. So let's take a trip over to trending topics on CNN, or not CNN, but Yahoo. See what's trending. Let me refresh this page real quick.
I bet they're gonna speak on that woman from Tokyo that got killed. You hear about that one?
Nah, what happened with that?
She's an influencer. She's an influencer, and yeah, she was found killed
Mm,
by. They saying it's from her family, her ex husband or something like that. His side of the family, and when they went in there, they had like a big ass pot boiling water. I think they was about to cook her behind.
yeah. You know, what's her name? You know her name?
Oh man, I could find it real quick. I forgot. I was just watching it. It ain't none
Okay.
of that.
Well, I know they got the Alex Murdaugh trial. I know I was watching the news on that today, and they said that the judge is going to allow the jury to go out to the crime scene, out to the house, so they could get a better understanding of the situation. And I mean, I don't understand how he tells them to not let this influence your opinion in the sense of, I forget what he was talking about, but when you can't just instruct somebody to not let it influence, and it's gonna have an effect if it's gonna have an effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they so they're supposed to go out there. He's accused of killing his wife
What?
and
So
his
who
son.
ordered this though? Who ordered
The
this for them to
the
go out
defense,
there? Who?
the
The
defense,
defense?
the
Oh,
defense
see,
wanted
that's a
them.
way for them in case they get a mistral or something, or at least or another trial. Be like, oh, they're saying it to jury. You know,
Okay, yeah,
they play little games like that.
okay. Well, that's what they
Hmm.
plan to do to get out there. Then we got Christina Applegate. I think she just got her
Yeah,
star on the
really,
Hollywood.
Peggy. I mean, what's her name? That's the white girl from
Yeah, the
All
blonde
Married
hair.
with Children.
Yeah, I forgot her name on the show, but she got
Katie.
a star.
What's her name on the show? I was in love with her.
Christina Applegate. I forget, but she got a star on the Walk of Fame, and I believe they said something about this being her last season on that show, whatever show she's doing. She's suffering from some disease. I forget what disease she had, but she's not gonna
Well,
be acting anymore.
well, she did have a double mastectomy.
Oh
She
yeah,
had those removed years ago.
okay. Well, it's
Yeah.
some. It's I think it's a debilitating disease that she has,
Uh
but
huh.
she's not gonna be on there no more.
Wow.
Now, also, I want to shout out some more. She has a new special on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
I watched it. I enjoyed it. You know, and she still
What's it
looks
called?
good. Um, the Queen Chandelier.
That's old. That's like 2015 or 16, brother. Sorry to
Well,
bust your bubble.
it's, it's new to what's the
Chandeliers.
name?
Huh?
It's new to Netflix.
Nah, it was on Netflix.
Let me see. I don't believe you because it looks recent. If you said 2016, how is she talking about the corona?
It's old. It's because unless she just named it with the kept with the chandelier thing.
Yep. The air date February 21st, 2023. So this is brand new. She's speaking on relevant topics. It's not old. Because I seen it, I looked at it, and it's relevant to the times of today. She talk about the
Really?
mask. Yeah, it's brand new. It's called the Queen Chandelier. Yeah, she looks good. I'm not. She
Mm,
said her age, but she looks good for her age. Much respect to and she did a whole segment
uh,
on Kevin Samuels. She spoke on Kevin Samuels, mentioned him by name, and in my opinion, it was respectful. It was good taste. Because I stood up when she spoke on it. Yeah,
Okay, wait, watch this. Um, you might be right because her last
I
one was
know I'm
named "The
right.
Rain Continues."
I
That
know
was
I'm right.
2015.
Okay.
2015. Then the other one she had, "The Queen Stands Alone." That was 2008. Then 2007, "Queen with More Spades." Okay, I haven't seen that one. Then
Yeah.
okay.
That's I know I'm right. She spoke on Kevin Samuels. It was done with
Uh,
great respect and good taste. Nothing I could be mad at. And you know I'm a Kevin Samuels supporter, so I didn't walk away with a bad take because I stood up and I was ready to shut that shit off if she would have said something disrespectful. But she was very respectful. And then
yeah, has it been a year already with KS? When did he
nah,
pass?
2022. May
Yeah.
of 2022.
Oh man. All
Yeah.
right.
Yep. So that was interesting. And I think that's about it. Anything else you want to speak on, Mr. Walt?
Nope.
All right. Well, we thank y'all for tuning in to the Focus Daily, where we bring y'all daily news, daily happening. Tune in tomorrow where Mr. Walk will do his movie review. Not sure what movie he gonna speak on.
I'm gonna
But
send it to you. I'm gonna send you the.
right.
It's a good one.
Another thing I want to touch on was the topic that we started last night on Mr. El Poo's world premiere show
Yeah.
about the best beats ever made. Mr. Walk posted posed that question on Facebook, and there was a lot of replies, and I felt like it was a good thing in the sense of I'd be like, okay, they call that the top beat. I go look the song up. I'll be like, oh, that shit is nice, and you know,
Mhm.
it's like it pulls out the best beats, and what would somebody come on there and say is the nicest or the best beat. So that Mob Deep one, I haven't heard that in so long, but when I heard, like, oh, that's a cool ass beat. And I don't know who you know who produced that one.
Hey, I. This is weird. I always heard that beat with just drops from radio stations
Yeah,
and people talking over it or mixtapes. I never heard that song from Mob Deep. I
yeah,
never heard them rapping over that beat. I
yeah.
remember even when I was locked up, I had that instrumental. I
You
had
caught
that
me.
was like an instrumental that we used to rap over, like when I was just in jail. But
Yeah.
I never knew who sung it.
Okay.
I never heard the song. But I heard the beat plenty of times. So it
Yeah, I
was
heard
nice
the
to hear
song
that.
before,
Yeah.
but they put them in their place. Songwriters is Albert Johnson. I know that's Prodigy, Kawan, Wallet, Kaim Miller. So one of those must be the
Uh,
producer, but they don't clearly state who's the producer of that song. But that was a good beat. And then that one you put up there with DJ Quick, that was a nice beat too. The Fixers,
yeah.
yeah, that was
Word.
cool. So you
Yeah.
know they got a lot of nice beats out there. Great to hear. All right, thank y'all for watching the show. We out. See y'all tomorrow.